Last year, 3 guys sat down together, talked about a bunch of stuff, and then thought, hey, let's record this. One is open-minded, one needs proof for everything, and one just doesn't care. This is Backwind Podcast.
Hello and welcome to Backwind Podcast, the podcast where anything goes. I am Chris.
I be Dale.
Ollie.
Yay! And
You got it. Yeah, you got to introduce brother.
And today we have some special guests. We have brother Matt.
Hello.
Hello. And his beautiful new bride, Laura.
Just off shot.
Just off shot.
Just off shot. She
can
kind
say hello,
of
hello.
wants to be involved, but she doesn't.
We
but
should have made that like a Lars and the Real Girl thing. Like
There is no Laura.
Yeah, there is no Laura. We're just trying to.
I got married sometimes.
We're trying to work through some psychological issues.
But no, Laura is real. She's here. Hi, Laura. There you go. So yeah, if you haven't listened to the last episode, 18.5, we just had a little wedding discussion because Matt and Laura recently got married. As we said before, congratulations. And if you want to check that out, then it's all on SoundCloud and iTunes.
Yep.
But let's get to the episode. Ollie,
Yeah.
shit that went wrong this week and things you like this week.
I
you
don't think anything went wrong this week, off the top of my head.
Okay.
What off your head?
What?
Never mind.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that went wrong. Shit I liked this week was gymnastics again,
Yes.
which you need to come with me on Wednesday perhaps, because the guy had us doing muscle-up progressions.
Well, this Wednesday,
Yeah.
I am flying to Spain.
Oh, you prick.
So if he wants to join us on the plane...
You see me on the wing, just like
Cancel it.
doing pull-ups. Like,
No, but I was going to say that I can join you on Monday.
Monday's closed for bank holiday, I'm afraid.
You bollocks!
It's not my fault.
The one time I'm able to go. I usually close on a Monday.
Well, what do you? All right, what do you do normally Wednesdays?
Not fly to
That
Spain.
would be dodgeball.
Oh, fucking hell, right.
But that's cancelled. It's changed to
whatever.
Thursdays.
Whatever. Let's
How
not
about
arrange,
you
let's not
do
arrange
your
our social
personal
plans.
schedules
Yeah,
some other time?
on podcast time.
Alright, so let me get my diary out. Okay.
Anyway,
let's go. Right.
the guy had us doing muscle up progressions, which was actually really handy. So he had us doing like the motions
Yeah.
and shit. So and there's a few people there that do muscle ups. Like make it sound like it's some sort of like mythical thing. Is that from Clueless?
It is.
I love
I mean,
that.
I don't know. What?
So yeah, that was something I liked this week.
Nice.
It was getting sweaty in a room full of men and like girls that are probably way too young for me, but still look good in leotards. It's an adult
Okay.
class, so you know
Alright,
that
cool, that's good.
we know that they are
Not
actually
the
of
end of
age.
fives,
Yeah,
is
It's not like-
A bit questionable.
I'm just dressed
You
up as
just
a
outed
crash mat.
yourself.
Oh.
What's that little soft thing in there? Don't worry about it.
It won't be soft for long. Well, that's disgusting.
Yeah, cool. Let's move on.
The other thing I liked this week, there was this girl I follow on Instagram, and she posted up like a booby photo, and some guy underneath, the first comment was like, "DM me for cum tributes."
Wow.
Do you know what a cum tribute is?
I don't. Please.
Do you want one? I'll do one for you.
Is it like, it's not like a Hunger Games kind of thing, is it? Like I go
I
for
volunteer as
like,
tribute.
Come tribute.
Explain. This sounds interesting.
I don't know, we have to just,
Watch the Hunger Games.
well yeah, what's the Hunger Games?
Interesting. A cum tribute is where you'll print out. Sorry, Laura.
I'm intrigued.
Do you want one? You'll print out a photo of somebody, they're usually like famous people, and then
Oh, and then
you
you-
jizz on them, and
and then
then
you send
take
it
a
to them.
photo of the photo with the jizz on it, and then send it to them.
I've never heard of that.
It's not surprisingly I have. I've never done one,
Okay.
so
Till yesterday.
I'm in the
I like how you're just like, yeah, I've never done one.
I'm
Yeah.
in
Don't
the
fuck
market.
me. I'm like, no,
I'm
no,
I'm in the market for a first. If you wanna, will you be mine?
Yeah.
And that's just what I liked. I just liked the fact that someone was brazen enough to.
People
What was her reply?
I replied to his comment, and I was like, definitely DM him because you don't want to miss out on that opportunity.
Did you?
Yeah,
That's amazing.
Yeah. And then she sent me a bunch of emojis, which we'll talk about. Fuck
Aubergine.
emojis.
Not emojis.
Yeah, fuck emojis.
Yeah.
Emojis.
Yeah, that was it. The only other thing I liked
Nothing.
is I've mentioned to you loads is this H3 Productions thing, which is a YouTube channel that I found last week, and I've been watching. I must have watched about 10 hours of him, just like in the last week, which is a lot because he does like 10-minute videos. So what's that? Do the math.
That's about
Many.
what, 60 videos.
60. Is that real? Is that good math?
10 hours. 60.
10. Yeah. All right. We'll
Just
go with
staring at Laura. Laura, do the math.
We'll go
Math
with it.
man. That's what they call me, Math.
Man. That's what they call you, Matthew.
My real name is Hugh, but I'm called Matthew.
When you realise you're a child prodigy. Yeah, basically, it's a really good channel. The guy's got Tourette's. I don't know why I mentioned that. It doesn't make or break the channel or anything. It's not about Tourette's syndrome. But they're getting sued by another guy on YouTube because they used his video to make fun of him, which is kind of what they do. It's all lighthearted and stuff. But it's going to a jury. And apparently, like, if the jury decides that these guys are in the wrong, they lose everything, and it's going to cost them like hundreds of thousands of dollars to, fight their case. And Philip DeFranco started a GoFundMe to get people involved to help pay for the legal fees, obviously, which I donated like a $5 because I thought,
You're a bad man.
if you like somebody's bad man,
You're a bad man.
that's all I had.
Bad man with them.
But they've
But they
surpassed the target, haven't they?
yeah, they've got like 125 grand, and the target was like for 25. But I just thought it was a really interesting thing because obviously you like YouTube a lot.
Yeah.
And,
Absolutely. And I like
it's-
Philip DeFranco a lot as well.
Yeah, and it's a big case because it means that if they
I still haven't looked into it, I gotta be honest.
well, it sets like a precedent. Then if they win this, then it's good for other people to do it.
Yeah.
If they lose it, then everyone's fucked on
Fucked,
YouTube,
yeah.
pretty much. Yeah. But it was really good. So if you want to watch H3, he's fucking hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that was shit I liked, and nothing went wrong, which is great.
Dale.
You?
Oh, hey. Shit
So-
I liked.
Sorry, Al, you said nothing went wrong. You were all good.
Nothing went. Yeah, it was a perfect week.
Nothing's gone wrong.
8 out of 8. It was great.
Nothing went wrong at all. Yeah.
Such a stupid segment.
Shit I liked, obviously, the wedding.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Well, no, I didn't
Sounds
want to
like a big
mention.
ball,
I
yeah.
didn't mention it because we've just done a half an hour on it. I didn't want to.
True.
Don't anymore.
I was talking like, shit in the media that I liked,
I don't
like
give a
cum
shit about
tributes.
Yes, that's what was shit.
Yeah.
The media.
All right, go on.
Media was shit, yeah. Yeah, I've finished work for a bit because we're going on holiday next week as well.
Yes.
So,
Where are you going?
we're going to Spain, Lloret del Mar.
Oh, I've been there. It's beautiful.
Yeah, everyone's been saying that if they've either been and it's amazing, or they know of it.
They haven't
and
been.
it's meant to be amazing.
And they don't know.
Yeah. Mike actually said that he's been to Lloret del Mar. He asked what a hotel we're staying in, and I said the Royal Beach, and he's like, I've been there. He's like, it's absolutely amazing. So he's been to the hotel. He's probably there right now. Waiting
Yeah.
for me.
Well,
Waiting in the pool.
So that's Garth upcoming holiday.
Mhm.
So obviously looking forward to that.
You
Wedding
need-
from yesterday, absolutely just.
you need to
do
try
this.
and find an old cap gun. Joe, do you ever been to Spain before as kids? Did you get cap guns with like
Yeah.
the red? Yeah, if you could find me one of those, I'll love you forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, they don't do it.
God, they just love 'em.
They banned them.
They banned them
Yeah.
here, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Going for
can't go.
customs with
I
a
was gonna
Yeah,
say,
it would be-
with a toy gun. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's fine. It's only capping. See, it's fine.
Depends where you put it to get through customs.
Right in the bum.
I don't want your shitty cap gun. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I've got a lot before the the holiday as well. So we had wedding yesterday. We got podcast today. Going to Camden tomorrow with Chris and Leach.
Oh, cool.
Going out for a jog on Sunday with Claire.
With Claire, yeah.
Was going to be going to gymnastics with Ollie on Monday, but he's now told me
He
that
cancelled
it's
it.
cancelled. That
Bastard.
he's cancelled
Yeah.
it just so I don't make it.
What a baller.
What a bollock, yeah. And then on Wednesday we're leaving as well, and yeah,
Good times.
really looking forward to it. Really.
Sweet.
And Tuesday, I have trampoline dodgeball tournament as well. So with work.
Be busy, busy,
That's
busy.
the way you said that sounds like you'll be dodging trampolines. So you're like, right,
Well,
ready? You
throw
can dodge a
trampoline,
wrench,
yeah.
you can dodge a trampoline. Like, oh my god! Like,
And it's,
But it's obviously not that.
I can't remember the guy's name, but it's called Raise Awareness for O's. There was a just burnt my leg. There was a
Raise awareness for hoes.
You're raising awareness. For
I love them O's.
What's
there
O's?
was it was a rugby player, I
Okay.
believe for Cardiff Blues.
Mhm.
I think it is.
Laura's gone.
Crying.
And
This sank in.
he-
She's married.
yeah, this is not
My
a
life's
funny,
over.
This is not
Sorry,
a funny,
sorry.
this is not a funny part because Raise Awareness for O's. There was a rugby player who's actually broke his neck and is now wheelchair bound.
Yeah.
Is it Matt Lassac? Is that his name? Matt Lassac is put in Raising Awareness for O's. He's put a charity event together.
You're killing me.
Who's Matt Lassac?
He's
Laura's got tears right now, but not sad tears. I don't think.
What is he? Is he a sportsman?
I think he is. I'm.
He's a bollock.
We apologise. Apologise for. We're not trying to be.
This is a bad promotion, right?
Yeah, we're not trying to be
I was just saying,
disrespectful.
No. I'm not saying you're doing a bad job. It's just we all laughed at the very
So-
opportune moment.
So my company has very kindly put on a charity event.
Yeah.
To help with the charity. Cheers, Laura.
So what is the charity for? The guy that broke his neck and is in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And who's Matt Lassac? Just need to know.
I don't know who Matt Lassac is. That's all I know is his
Why
name.
did you say his name then?
Because he set up
He set it up.
the whole charity thing for him, and my company's helping with it.
Right. Okay.
Jeez,
I'm
Wow.
gonna Google him.
Matt Lassac. Yeah.
Yeah.
oh my!
Oh well.
I can't
That's
Explain
just,
why this is funny. Whoa.
This has now just destroyed your podcast.
No, it
Yeah.
makes it better.
You have broken the podcast.
There's
Broken
nothing
the
like.
internet.
There's
Oh.
nothing
Before I
like.
said Matt Lassac, I poured tea on my
Oh,
coffee.
shit. That's what we were laughing at to begin with. We were trying to keep it cool.
I was
And
just
it
like,
obviously was
oh,
not cool.
I
Laura's
burned
had
my
a mini
leg.
seizure.
Laughter
and-
always sets me off, and seeing Laura like blocking her mouth and actual tears coming down her face, I was like,
Yeah, so
dear me. Okay.
That was funny.
no no disrespect. We just like people pouring hot tea on their crotch.
Yes.
That's what that was about.
Yeah.
But I really had no reaction. I was
It
like,
was
oh,
just. It was just the.
Iron crotch.
And then the name Lassac. And you just
Yeah.
poured tea on Lassac. And you called me a bollock. And it was all linked.
It was all linked in from the beginning.
Yeah. It's like we planned it. You
Yeah.
couldn't write this.
this podcast name has to have something to do with crotches or bollocks or something.
Crotch bollocks.
Bollock Lassac.
Right. Well, it sounds like a noble cause.
Yes.
Yeah, I've probably butchered it.
Yeah. So
Or you guys have
apologise for
butchered
that.
it.
Sorry.
I do apologise, but it's for a good cause, and we're raising a lot of money.
Thank you.
Good.
The end.
Yeah.
No more, please.
Done. Chris,
Yes.
anything you liked this week? Or any
Um,
shit that went wrong?
plenty.
Did you
of-
spill any hot tea on your crotch?
No, but I did shit that went wrong this week. We'll start with that. 'cause it's a
Did
bit-
I
shit.
did
I
shit
did
and it went wrong.
And it went wrong. The wrong
Shit.
place.
Completely
out
The
of my
wrong time.
completely at a wrong
Came
shit.
on my belly button.
No, what went wrong this week? I was talking about you about this earlier. A lot went wrong at the wedding. I was an absolute walking disaster.
Oh, yeah.
Because I knocked a drink out of Dale's hand because I was so fascinated by the pinwheel on his suit that I wanted to spin it. And as I tried to spin it, I knocked the glass out of his hand. It made such a noise, didn't it?
Yeah.
Your face at me, you just felt like this. Like, happy, like, what the hell did you just do? I felt so
No.
bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. And then I used the ladies' toilet instead of the men's later on
Yeah.
in the day.
Because you said, oh yeah, I was going to go wash my hands a sec, and then you
Yeah.
walked up that way. So I said to Bex, where's he going? Oh, just the toilet. I was like, that's the
Men's
ladies.
toilet,
It's
yeah.
like the gents is right
Yeah.
behind
Did
us.
you go in and do your thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
He
I was
didn't
so
realise.
confident that it was the men's, right? And
He
then
didn't realise till he washed his
Didn't
hands.
realise.
but I had a pee and I was like, oh, there are no urinals now. I'll use a cubicle. And I was so oblivious. Washed my hands, and then Kirsty and
Put
Beck
your
just
hands in the cubicle.
in the cubicle.
No, we don't do that. There's no sinks here either.
So I washed my hands, and as I was walking out, Kirsty and Becky came to see, and they were just laughing in my face. And as they were doing that, other people were walking down the stairs, basically to go out to the courtyard.
Yeah.
So then they knew that I was in the late. Oh man!
Did you have tissue on your shoe like old fashioned?
Because those toilets are also open to the public, not just.
Oh man, that would
to
be even worse.
people. No,
Jeez.
it is.
You could have just said you were transgender.
I could.
That's popular nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's
That
true.
transgender movement.
A lot.
Do you know, I was so mortified that I didn't think so quickly to say I'm a transgender.
Transgender.
Believe it or not.
That'll make it
I'm transgender.
I've got a.
Just eating dinner. I'm transgender.
I've got a story about a friend. Sorry to
piss on my parade. Go for it.
I won't name any names, but they'll know. Some guy was stealing supplies from the supply cupboard in work, and
it's a good place to start.
One day he was
From the
caught,
non-supply cupboard.
and they were like, "What are you doing?" And he just turned around, and just went, "I've shit myself. Can I have a few minutes?" And the guy was like, "Oh, I'm really sorry," and he just shut the door, and he got a half day because he shit himself in work. So he'd rather say that he shit himself in his own closet than get fired for stealing. So good on that guy.
Good answer, yeah.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. Reminds
So
me
you
of a
could have said that
story
as
that we experienced in Odin. I think one of the ex-managers now, so I won't say his name, but he told you to go check the disabled toilets. Do you remember this?
No,
I think it was you.
I'm sure it wasn't. I know the story you mean.
I'm
but
pretty sure it was you. It was someone I know.
do
And
plenty of shit. I don't remember.
and we all remember Khalid, who used to work for us,
Absolutely,
and he said you to go check, knowing that Khalid was in the disabled toilets having a poo. And you open the toilet, and he was just reading an audio magazine. He looked up, he just went,
What the hell, man?
Yeah, he's just like, and then he go, brother.
I just remember laughing my head off of that. So yeah, that went wrong, and then I later on after dinner I tried to find the men's toilet because I still didn't know where it was, and I went out a door that wasn't there. I ended up outside for some reason. I don't know. And I was like, shit, I know, and that was the wrong one. So yeah, that went wrong. I hurt my thumb quite badly this week as well in work. I was just pulling apart 2 grates and just sliced my thumb, and the skin just came loose and blood just going everywhere.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And the colleague next to me hates blood, so she just went, ah! She screamed, and thought she was just going to throw up. And sorry, Lloyd, you're not allowed to
Throw up all over your sicky thumb.
Mix all these bodily
Make it
fluids.
better.
So yeah, then they just got that whole bandaged up, and I think I messaged you guys and went, yeah, what a fuck my life, or what
I
a
really
Monday.
forgot about that.
Yeah, that was bad. So yeah, that was all the shit that went wrong this week.
What you like?
I read a script for a client, if you will, for my voice thing, and it was just one of those random ones I've read, and I'll read it to you now if this loads. Here we go. I'll only read. It's called Ornstein. I don't know what that. You're not
porn
getting.
star.
Einhorn is Finkel.
It's
Finkel is
Porn star.
Einhorn.
In German.
And so yeah, I'll only read my favourite bit of it because it's not lengthy, but I don't want to bore everyone. But one of the phrases I had to read. Sorry. What did you say?
Too late.
Arsehole.
Kid.
Yeah, you do. Anyway, so that the last bit I had to read was, you know what? Piss on this. Piss on you. Piss on all of this here. But piss on you mostly. I don't need this. I'm declared the victor. I win. Ha! Ornstein, the big winner. See you, nerd.
What
I have
the
absolutely no
hell?
idea what it's for, but they seem pretty happy with what I gave them. I sort of read it like that.
Cool.
Very weird, isn't it? But it made me smile when I read it.
Are you
It's a
Really
pro
odd.
pissing
contest.
league.
a method voice actor? Were you
Do
were you like
do you know what?
piss on everything? Piss on this.
That's why we have to do it in this room, not the other room, because there's piss everywhere.
I am not a method voice actor.
Good.
But
Well, I'm
yeah, so
glad
that was
to
what I
hear.
liked, and of
You have
course,
to become
the
the
wedding.
piss. You have to drink the piss. You have to become the piss. Be like piss.
Piss everywhere, so
Piss,
you're
yeah,
in the ladies.
piss everywhere
and-
and nowhere.
At the same time.
The piss is there, but it's also not there.
I think I'm safe to assume, Matt, the thing that you liked this week was obviously your wedding, and I'm assuming nothing
Yeah.
went wrong.
There was things that went wrong, but it was all good.
Mhm.
It was all very good.
And the same for you, Lo?
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. That's all we need.
Back
Gripping.
I wanted to bring up something from last week, if I may. We did Room 101, didn't we? And I think we decided emojis went in.
Yes.
I don't think we actually decided. I know the answer, but did I lose
Yeah.
the last Room 101, my entry?
Oh yeah. Cinema
Yeah.
did not go in there.
Oh, damn it.
You
I
wanted
have
to
one.
put cinemas in.
You wanted to
Why?
put cinemas in room
Yeah.
101.
It was
In
you'll
which-
have to listen to the episode.
Okay, alright.
Because I don't want to go on
Emojis.
again.
We'll stop
there
this
was
now.
emojis.
You listen to the
Listen to the
hour.
entire
Yeah.
thing. Now come back.
Emojis, would you put
I'll
that
be
in
back.
room 101?
Emojis. Yeah, I don't use them, so.
And mine was memes and gifs.
Oh no,
Yeah,
that's where it's at.
I think
Oh,
that,
that's what
that
it
didn't
calls
go
them.
in, I don't
No,
think.
sadly.
Yeah.
Gifts
And then
are always
because
good.
I was so annoyed at them,
Can I just throw a quick one in?
Yeah, go for it, yeah.
Fizzy water.
Oh.
Ooh.
What the hell is that?
Do you mean just...
What
like,
is it? What's the point in it?
It's actually meant to
Especially
be really
when,
good for you,
especially
so.
Yeah.
Do you
especially when someone gives you a bottle of water and you're like, oh, thank you for this refreshing,
Fizz.
yeah, glacier water. Oh, it's fizzy. That's fantastic, and it feels like the worst thing in your throat
Really?
from that
Do
bottle.
you-
You've had worse.
Do you mean like as
sure.
in just plain water that's fizzed, not like fizzy flavoured water?
No, obviously, like fizzy drinks is, I know it's just flavoured fizzy water and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. That's good. I like all that.
But just you're on about like
But I just
plain
don't
water
like,
that's been
yeah,
fizzed.
water has
Sparkling
no
water.
flavour. I don't want it
Tonic water
fizzed.
and,
I just don't like that. I'm just saying, that's what I just don't like it.
I heard it's got a,
Iron.
it's got a better I heard it's got a preferable mineral makeup than regular water.
I now want to put it even more now. Put it in.
thing.
It's now in. In my head, it's now in.
Yeah, I don't like the taste.
I
Of
don't like- I'm not
the
a fan of
taste,
it
yeah,
either.
so that can go in.
Yeah, there you
Throw it
go.
in. Laura, so to put in room 101.
Talking about Room 101.
Yeah.
If you know what that is.
I do know what that is.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure.
I don't know.
Room 102, put that in.
I don't know.
All the other rooms wonder that
Yeah.
now.
There's nothing like little that I don't like.
What you
Very
Only,
big.
like big things.
Lions, like Kato, put them in there.
No, like crowded places.
That's fine. You could put that in.
Crowded places, of course you
I
can.
really hate those.
Any particular places that are crowded or just
Just all-
anywhere?
Wedding.
So what's the
halls.
maximum of people you would like in a room?
Expensive.
3.
Like, say it's the biggest room. It is an airplane hangar. How many people is too many people in there for you? If they're all standing around you.
Like,
If you got like a
like,
radius.
like,
Yeah.
2 arm lengths of people.
just so I bit my hand.
So,
Yeah, so like,
so it needs.
I have to be able to spin my arms around.
Because you do that a lot.
No. I guess. All right. That's the space you want. So, would you,
Yeah.
if there was 1,000 people in that hangar, but you had a space to spin around, is that fine? So you're talking about how many people you want in there, and how much space you have. So if you don't mind being in crowded spaces, if you had a lot of space around you,
Yeah, because then it's not crowded.
constantly, but it is.
Then there'd be space.
Oh, so that's what you want. You don't mind the people being there. You just want your
I
own
don't really like
space.
people either. But
We only
Alright,
said
so
one thing.
Yeah.
That's kind of not the
Can't
question.
really choose.
Cool. Perfect.
Okay, cool.
Does
I
that
quite
go in?
like a crowd sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
you
especially
get.
when they're dancing, everyone's dancing the same way. You got some idiot going like pushing you around. You want to headbutt him.
Her trying to spin around.
Stop spinning around. I'm in an airplane hangar. You got loads of space left.
Yeah, I don't know. I quite like a crowded place.
Yeah, me
I'm going
too.
to say no. I'm going to keep that out of Room 101.
Yeah, I don't mind them at all.
Well, she's my wife now, so it's going in, all right?
Okay,
I've said so. She said it, so I've said it.
Is that how this works?
That's how it
Yeah, I
is
don't
works.
think that-
Especially when I'm here.
Once you're the husband,
who's
you
gonna do
get
anything
you
about
get
it?
to put your foot down. Is there a certain amount of times you can put your foot down as a husband? Like, do you only get
what,
limited? Like you get
metaphorically.
Yeah, yeah.
I think if they,
Oh.
God, this is gonna go out. I think if they mess up one time, you hold on to that.
They.
and
Who's
then-
they? The wives.
All your
wives.
All my wives. When all my wives mess up at least one time, you God, what am I gonna say?
You are
Hold
such a
it
mis-
against them until.
Can you
Yeah,
get
you
the
just
ladder?
you
Get
save
the
it.
ladder.
You save it. Just go. Remember that time?
Yeah. Just go.
And, so now
There it
I'm
is.
putting my foot down.
Oh, so you saying you get 1 foot down per mess up?
Sure, why not?
Oh, that's a good. That's a good.
Yeah,
rule.
because with girls,
She messed
you
up
have
all
one
the time.
mess. You have one mess up, and then you'll remember that for the entirety of life.
Yeah.
So remember that time 18 years ago where you
Yeah.
did that and I didn't like it.
Like we weren't even together.
Yeah, you're like I just told you that story. But
Beck said you were right earlier to me today. I freaked. Absolutely freaked.
it is a good
Did
feeling.
you put your foot down?
What?
Did you put your
His
foot
foot was almost down.
Hers was. We were driving. Hey, sorry, it's terrible
Into
joke.
the river. You're right.
Oh, I love it.
So yeah.
If you remember last week, we asked Twitter for results if they preferred pancakes or waffles.
Yeah.
I've
So
got
that
s-
one they did people tweet back.
Yeah, but nobody wanted to know whether they wanted to shag, marry, or kill us.
That I have not touched anything at all.
Special guest
Hey,
Al
hey,
Cavadlo.
That is,
We're working
why am I
out.
on there?
Yes, Al Cavadlo.
You wish that was
Of
you.
course it is.
What
Sorry.
were the?
Right.
I didn't even do anything.
It's okay.
Hey, weak,
My-
pathetic
sorry,
shit.
My bitterness
So, yeah.
came out.
We asked people before who would they rather, or did shag, marry, kill?
Yeah.
Well,
out of you three?
Us out of
Oh,
us
that's
three.
it.
Oh, yeah.
And no one tweeted anything. But now we've asked them to tweet.
So it was all
which is
kill,
better,
kill, kill. That's one.
yeah.
pancakes or waffles, which one's better?
Yeah.
And now we have some tweets.
So we have well, not many,
Trick
but we
question.
Yeah.
Your pancakes, your waffles. That's how they get you.
Tails the syrup.
Tails or.
Yeah.
Well, I can't remember our results, so we're going to have to figure out the definitive winner here, along with Twitter and Twitter. So with the Twitter results. Sorry. So we have one for pancakes, and we have one for waffles, and we have one for neither, which I thought was
Oh.
quite surprising. She didn't like any. It was Zoe on
I was gonna say,
Oh,
what,
okay.
what
Joker chose neither.
So-
What was her choice then of dessert?
That wasn't the question.
So no, well, she did say it was sort of like a crepe rather than the American pancake waffle.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's her choice as a crepe.
Yeah, she would prefer that over the American.
Let's say one for
Pancake.
pancake. Put, that,
Yeah.
put a crepe in a pancake. Smoke it all around.
Put a crepe in a
What's
pancake.
that? A pterodactyl inside you.
Maybe that's what the seagull noise is being all along.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, she's gone again.
Well,
We should have had that's
we should really have a
we'll have a
counter on you,
counter.
yeah.
We'll have a counter. That's 2 times Laura's gone into a laugh fit.
Love it.
Who else said something about pancakes?
So yeah, one pancake, one waffle, one neither, and so we'll decide. We'll get all our results now and see what is the definitive.
I can't even
winner.
remember what I said.
Okay, cool.
Well, exactly. Ollie, pancakes or waffles?
Waffles, no, without a doubt.
No.
They're thick. They're
Feels like me.
sweet. Yeah.
I can't remember what I said.
What do you prefer?
What I like when you put something on the waffles and then
Like
you get
goes into little
little
crates.
pools. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's turning
yeah.
creepy now, isn't it?
I think mine was both.
Oh,
Oh.
I think mine was both, but I,
If you had to choose.
probably would. I'm probably just going to contradict what I said last time, but I'll probably sway towards waffles.
Waffles.
Puffles.
It's because of the pools, isn't it?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
swayed.
Okay, so that's 3 for waffles. I'm assuming Mario is waffles.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah, it's 4 for waffles. I would go pancakes. So that's 2 for pancakes.
Are we talking American thick pancakes
Yeah.
or crepes?
American thick pancakes.
American thick pancakes or crepes?
I got that.
So
Crepes. American pancakes.
Laura, yours?
Waffles. If it's American thick pancakes, then waffles.
Waffles
if it's
wins.
crepes, then pancakes.
Waffles wins.
Oh.
Waffles
Oh,
wins.
waffles.
There you go, guys. Everyone never eat pancakes again. Only eat waffles.
Yeah.
Reminds me of a meme I saw about waffles the other day. I know, I thought it was a nice throwback to memes and everything, and it was just weird because I remember us talking about it, and then just Ollie, the universe, once again,
Universe
a picture of
provides.
a waffle comes up. It says a waffle is just a more considerate pancake. It's like, here, let me hold that dessert for you in these convenient boxes.
Yeah, there you
Which
go.
is what we said.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So it's funny, Dale. Ha ha
Yeah.
ha ha.
Have you ever eaten waffles or pancakes?
Yes.
No, you know the dessert places that are they're sort of popping up around Cardiff now. I can't remember the name of one though.
Casper's.
Casper's or Coco Gelato.
Yeah,
a real
that's
place.
that's really good. That
Have
one. I've
you
been to
eaten
that
it?
place.
I
Yeah, yeah.
been to neither.
Yeah, we
They do a Parma Violet ice cream.
Oh God.
If you liked
Sounds
Parma,
awful.
if you liked Parma Violets.
Back to room 101. Parma Violet.
Hey.
Fuck. It's like,
I
hey,
don't-
let's put this little tiny capsule of perfume in my mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, that tastes like shit. Thank you.
I don't mind it.
I want 5. I want like 10 of them in a little packet, please. No, I don't.
I don't like them either. I think they split people like right down the middle.
I don't mind it.
What, physically?
Yeah, physically. When you eat them.
Little buzzsaws of
Yeah. Little
potpurri.
That sauce of potpurri.
Yeah.
Dear me. Yeah, I don't like them, but it was just a friend of mine ordered it, and I think it was Zoe again, to be honest.
Man, I
Well,
disagree.
it's
I
Zoe's,
disagree with all of
sounds
Zoe's life
awful.
choices.
You're going off Zoe now.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
He's joking,
Gone
so I
down.
promise.
You
Come down with the potpurri buzz
You
sauce.
can't make promises. To me. We went to Casper's a couple of months. Me
Friendly
and
ghost.
just a different girl who I no longer speak to.
Okay, nice.
It ended. It just ended.
Right there, she's dead.
And I had waffles with M&Ms inside.
I like that. What kind of
Wait,
M&Ms?
what?
That's it.
Peanut M&Ms.
Yeah, peanut M&Ms
I
inside.
like that.
Yeah, it was
Tried
great.
peanut butter
Could
And
you
M&Ms.
like,
say- I could just say
Yeah,
rather than a peanut
I like
butter.
crispy M&Ms the most.
Okay.
oh no, I'm a
Shut
strict
up.
peanut man. Have you seen you can get bags of all of them now
Oh, can you?
Well, I mix.
So like Rebels, but in the M&M world.
in the M&M?
They call M&M mix or something.
It's, I don't know what they're called.
M&M.
I'm gonna try 'em. It's just a rumor I heard.
Oh,
Mix
here we
mix.
go. So M&Ms, if you don't sort it out, Holly's gonna get you.
Oh, you haven't even seen them. I don't know if this
No,
is
no,
true.
I think-
Someone,
I think-
someone probably
So we
lied
just say
to you.
things now and they're true.
Yeah.
That's how this.
Yeah.
This
Well,
is how the podcast.
That's
works.
how it
Oh,
works,
yeah,
yeah.
that's pretty good.
I think
alright.
Brother John had a bag.
Did he?
Anyway, what I liked was when they baked the peanut M&Ms in the pancake in the waffle. The waffle went different colours.
Yeah,
like
that's
the
good.
peanut M&Ms.
I like that.
And
Doesn't
it
it go
reminded
like
me
a
of
really weird rainbowy
Mixed
colour?
Yeah, it was
like,
gross.
it doesn't. Yeah,
So-
it
yeah, it
doesn't
goes
look
like grey.
It doesn't look like
Yeah.
a Mario and Laura's wedding cake out there, which is just like the luscious,
Yeah.
colourful thing ever.
It just looked like
Same as when you
someone
have,
had
Oh,
thrown
down
up.
here, eating it.
when you have
Like a brown mess.
Lucky Charms, and you're like the milk goes in white, but then comes out like a blue,
Yeah.
like a Parma violet colour.
They're
Real hel-
everywhere.
real healthy. For
The,
you.
the difference is Lucky
Yeah.
Charms are amazing.
Yes, that's very true.
Yeah.
They are.
You just have
Yeah.
no teeth left.
Shut
instead of-
Don't
Ah.
tell me you don't like Lucky Charms.
I'm gonna tell you, I've never had them.
What?
Yeah, I know.
You, Captain America?
Yeah.
I don't find that surprising, actually.
Copyright. infringement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never
Professor
had.
America.
Never had Lucky Charms.
Get on it, mate.
That's
Get on it.
weird. Yeah, I'll buy you a pot.
I couldn't eat them. This whole sugar thing that I'm not doing.
There's no sugar in them. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
It's all
they're just
natural.
all
It's pretty
healthy.
much just sugar cubes,
Yeah.
spray painted different colours.
But they are.
That's lies.
Yeah, but they are. but they
Don't
are
lie to me.
Sugary lies. No, they are amazing.
If there's one way to fuck up a string of not eating sugar, it is an O'Brien
You ate
wedding.
plenty
By the
yesterday.
way,
Oh, yeah.
I was like, well, weddings don't count. So I
Did
had about
you?
6 cherry bakewell cupcakes.
Like-
Stupidly, I didn't have different flavors though. I was
What
just
an
like,
idiot.
I
Just-
like
yeah,
the
no
taste
wonder
of
what-
this one, so I'll just have some
A
more.
lot.
No,
well,
yeah, no wonder
no wonder
they
they
got-
all gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did like Tom
No,
and Jerry
seems to
style?
be-
So it was like glug, 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 glug. Like,
My bad. But yeah. So, where were we?
Can't remember.
yeah. What were we talking about?
Waffles. and
idea.
Waffles and pancakes.
Waffles and
Waffles
pancakes.
Mm. So
We-
yeah,
we-
waffles wins.
Yes,
There you go.
all day.
Well done, Twitter.
There you go.
Should we do a new
For the
poll?
3, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the original one.
Parma violets, yes or no? Oh, fine. No.
I bet.
Ollie doesn't like the sound of that. The look of disdain. Cheers, Ol.
Parma violets.
Anyway.
Anyway, yes.
Speaking of,
Fizzy water.
Hmm.
12 minutes ago. So you used to have a soda stream?
yes,
Yes.
that's literally where it came from. The stem of hatred came from.
What, when you like ran out of flavour?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you go, you drink it, you're like, there's no flavour in here.
Gross.
And you go all
Yeah.
over the floor and it burst everywhere. And
They're awful.
they tried to bring him back, didn't they? That wasn't a good
Soda stream.
idea.
Soda stream, I love them. What else you got?
I read something quite interesting in the comic book world. Now, I won't read it in case people do read comics and I don't want to spoil anything for someone. So, Mario, Laura, yes or no? It's a Marvel one.
Yeah, no, I know. I already know it. So.
You know what's going on. Okay, cool. It's been all over the internet, but
Yeah.
I did, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spider-Man's now going to be in a Marvel film.
That's correct. No,
Spoiler.
they have made Captain America, Steve Rogers, a Hydra agent. He's been a Hydra agent all along.
Yeah.
Which I think's... I don't know what I think, actually. Let's get your thoughts on it.
I don't know. I knew the story, but I didn't know how they did it. So whether it was like obviously a Bucky kind of thing. So he had like trigger words to kind of get him back
Right.
in to kind of be like, he thinks he's doing good,
Yeah.
but then they kind of go, carousel, chocolate, beanbags, whatever his things are, and then
Parma
back into
violet soda
Parma
stream.
violet soda stream, fizzy water. That will make a man go insane.
That would make sense. If that was how he became
Mm.
a Hydra
Okay.
operative.
Yeah,
Not
as
with
it was. That
undercover
was the
role.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the timings. Well, that. Yeah. So I don't, like I said, I haven't read how it happened
Okay.
and how they've cut it that way. You
Okay.
can't just go, Oh, I think I'm.
Apparently, the writers didn't just throw it in to make a story. They have been working on it for a while, and I'm just reading like an interview with one of the writers. Let me just get his name. It is. I'll get back to that. Apparently one of the questions was if readers go back and look at older comics, will this hold up? And they say it will, and there's like lots of hints and stuff. So I appreciate that. So if they had it planning all along rather than just throwing it in at the end.
I think it would taint it a bit though, because he's like one of their biggest heroes. And
it depends on what storyline he's on as well, as there's loads, because Bucky becomes.
But he's like I want to say the word stalwart. Is that a word?
I've never heard it. If you have,
What was the word?
Stalwart.
Yeah, you made that up.
No, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it means like their primary, one of their primary like pillar of the community. He's a pillar of the Marvel community, so he's like one of their main heroes.
Yeah.
To make him a villain, I think would taint it a little bit.
And that's what the question is. And now they're just saying no, it's good because makes every interaction he's had with anyone take on a second layer and a second meaning.
Yeah, but as if does he know about it? Does he know he's an agent and he's just
apparently
double agent
just
this time? Oh, he's been
undercover the whole
deep
time.
undercover apparently.
I heard there was a little bit of a fuss because they created. I think he was created by two Jewish comic book writers, and they created it to be like an anti-Holocaust thing. Like he was the American hero that stopped the evil Axis.
Yeah.
So I think people were kicking up a bit of a fuss because now if they make him part of that machine that he was supposed to fight against, that would like ruin his thing. I wouldn't. I don't see why they mess with characters like this. I think they should leave things alone.
Yeah, leave the heroes as the heroes. Yeah.
It's like, you know, when there's comic book characters and they're like, oh, Spider-Man's going to be a black guy now.
Yeah.
Why?
But it depends on if they say, like I said, there's so many different, because there's so many comics out there. It wouldn't be Peter Parker as a black guy. You know, it wouldn't be Black Peter Parker.
Oh yeah.
It'd be you know, it'd be someone else. You know, it'd be the guy, I forgot his name, but the guy who does play like Spider Boy, or you know, you got Spider Woman, and
fans were really hoping it was going to be not Peter Parker in the Marvel one when,
like I said,
when
that's
they
why
took over. Yeah, fans were like, well, just for a change because they felt like they've seen the Peter Parker story so many times.
Yeah.
I'm glad it was though.
Yeah.
We've talked about that.
Oh, we've talked about it. We've talked about it to death, really.
Yeah. Did you see the other hashtag that was it was like something like give Captain America a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Did you see that?
No,
people were campaigning to make like him and Bucky a romantic partnership.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Why? If you want to make a gay character, make a gay character, but don't turn something that's been long established.
Okay, yeah.
In like, you know, there's no one's got a problem with gay characters, but don't take something that isn't gay and make it gay just because you want to be inclusive. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I get what you mean there. Yeah.
So they were saying that Bucky and Captain America should have a.
But they could do that. They could, like, obviously you've got the main, you've got the main road that Captain America's on.
Yeah.
And then you've got, you've got Marvel Zombies. You've got like all these different things. Like you could do that.
Yeah.
But just make a spin-off like. Sitcom where Bucky and
Marvel gays.
Marvel gays done.
Would that make it
too
much of a difference? So people would be like, "What? But you've just made everyone gay." So that's not.
The entire of Marvel universe gay.
So I don't know. I just found that a silly notion.
No, that again, if the character's already been, you've got a background.
But obviously,
for this character,
they feel have to like roll with the times.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's what the campaign is.
I agree with creating a new character, not why change. Yeah.
What I don't understand what something like that would achieve, because he's still going to be going in and kicking ass and like kicking ass and licking ass.
Plowing ass and taking names.
Jizz spangled banner. I don't know. I'm not on board.
No.
I just thought it was quite interesting. And do you think they'll even consider bringing it in the films?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think they would.
They're obvious. Like if you have that in mind, you can watch the films with that in the back of your mind and be like, yeah, you could see it, But you don't have to walk around and say, hey guys, I'm gay, or hey guys, I'm straight.
That's what I mean. How would anyone know?
How would it? Yeah, you could say he has been this entire time. You don't go, hi, I'm Steve Rogers, I'm gay.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not
if he was vegan, it'd be a different story. I'm joking. I'm not joking.
I was actually on about the Hydra story, not him being gay.
All right. Well, we kind of went from that.
You're fixated.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think if they made it part of the films,
I don't think it would make sense because they've made
Yeah.
the film Captain America be so righteous and so doing the right thing. It wouldn't.
Like I said,
it wouldn't really.
If, if he kind of, it seemed a bit like you turn around and be like, joke.
Yeah.
And now it's sort of spoiler. I don't think this would have gained much attention if Marvel didn't already have a big film franchise.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's just this is obviously just in the comic universe, but everyone knows who Captain America is. So like, I hate saying it, but like the Facebook news has got Captain America as Hydra. People are going to automatically click it as clickbait to say what they're doing that in the film.
Yeah.
And then that's oh no, it's just a comic.
Yeah,
This,
and there's a lot more people I'd say that know the films than the comic.
Yeah.
Like I said, because there are so many different storylines.
the comic books are way more niche.
Yeah, and like if you look at the films, like they just take chunks out of the comics.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know if you guys have talked about Batman and versus Superman. I don't know if like everyone, a lot of people hated it. I loved it because it took chunks out of all the things that I've seen.
Did you? I haven't seen it. I wanted to.
Yeah,
watch
and
it.
that like my friends who hadn't seen anything didn't get why it was happening. Yes, it was the whole, Martha thing. That obviously that was the big. I'm gonna kill you. My mum has the same name as you. We're bros now. Like, kind
I
of
saw a
thing.
picture today, and it was like the Step Brothers setup, and
Yeah.
it's like,
We just become best friends.
Yeah, they were like high fiving.
Yeah, but yeah, no, like, that was silly, but yeah, I think it's.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah, I'm guessing you've already talked about that, so I'm done.
Yeah, that's, I don't think we have actually because I don't think Ollie had seen it. I don't want to spoil it, but more than.
You've seen it now, though.
You mean?
What?
You mean to tell me?
Okay.
What else you got?
What else have I got?
I'm so unprepared for all of this shit.
Oh, yeah.
Can I put one more other thing into room 101? Just really quick.
Just keep
Really
throwing
quick. I
things
keep
in.
coming in just because people who, like, long time after things have happened, still get annoyed at spoilers, and they're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe Bruce Willis was dead," and you're like, "That was like 15 years ago. Like, what are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Like, yes, like obviously, if the episode was on last night and you haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it yet,
Then, yeah.
like, but
Yeah.
2 weeks later, it's your own fault. I'm sorry if
yeah.
you're in a coma.
Yeah.
It's not my
weeks.
fault. Like, 2 weeks after.
I think if you're a die-hard film fan, yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's,
you would
I
see
think
it.
That's,
Really?
I
Somehow.
do think that's reasonable.
I was worried about spoiling the Jason Voorhees thing for people last week.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
is
yeah.
everyone like they can respond? We cool.
We pretty much say spoiler alert for any film that's like Ace Ventura.
You-
Yeah,
but
spoiler
that's
alert.
the-
yeah.
it's
Is that what annoys you? The fact that we
And
have
then-
to say spoiler alert?
No, the fact that people still get annoyed and they're
Right,
like,
right.
"Oh, thanks for the spoiler," and I'm like, "How about you watch it 18 years ago when it came out, you knob?"
Yeah.
Or 17 years or 16 years ago when it came out. It has been out for ages.
Sometimes though, there are like say younger film fans who are just getting into film. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but still, just watch it. Just watch it when it was.
Watch
Yeah,
it in
but
the
the only
room.
thing is, how can
But don't
you...
get annoyed at us because we
Yeah.
watched it.
Well, no, yeah. How can you...
I think people should be more considerate.
Yeah, people are like I said, timings. Like, if like I don't like it when like say you guys are just seeing a film that we were going to go and see later, and you'd be like, "Oh my god, that time that this
Yeah.
happened," and you're like,
Yeah, dude.
"Are you taking the piss?"
Yeah, yeah.
Like or whatever. And like
I've had that
and,
a few times.
You know, like I said, on the day or like maybe 2 or 3 days, like Game of Thrones, you get spoilers on the internet or the entire time.
Straight away.
You get it.
You
you
could
get it in the
could
night of.
easily just click off that site.
Yeah.
Like you could just go right. I'm on GameOfThrones.com or whatever. I could just not look at that site today and go, "Oh, they spoiled it," because people wanna be in the
Talk
moment.
about
They don't
it.
want to talk about last week's episode in 2 weeks' time. They want to talk about it there and then, and they have like live stream chats and they have that.
Yeah.
People get annoyed.
I do deliberately avoid spoilers like that because one of the networks is really bad for it, and you watch The Flash and Arrow and that. The CW are absolutely
yes.
horrendous. They are
Yeah.
horrendous for spoilers. They like to show the whole episode before they even show the episode itself. In just all the promos. The CW is a network in America.
Okay.
But if you follow the actors on Twitter or on Instagram and all that, they tweet sometimes live during it.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
what
a
I'm
pain.
saying, like-
yeah, because I mean, I understand, but they do have to understand sometimes there's more than just one country that watch it, and sometimes don't watch it
Yeah.
the same time as them. So I have had a few spoilers ruined for me sometimes. I've
By
had
the
a few
actors
walking.
themselves.
Yeah, by the actors themselves. Walking Dead was one of them. The actor tweeted, "Well, that's me dead." And oh, for God's
Yeah,
sake!
really?
Yeah,
Fantastic.
yeah, and
Beyond
so
the grave. I'd just be like, wow.
Yeah, whoa.
the character.
Wow.
But yeah, sorry about that. I'm sure there's a lot of things that I want to go into Room 101.
Can we make some sort of backwind app which will have like a clock for each of us when it's safe to talk about things.
As long as you call it
specifically.
BAP.
Mine will be like 20 years and you,
You have to
still
call it
can't
BAP,
mention anything. Yeah. You have to what?
Let's call it BAP.
BAP. Oh yeah. BAPs. Love that.
Yeah, so don't spoil shit. And if it's 2 weeks later, I give you...
So don't spoil shit.
Don't
but
spoil
if it's
shit
2
like
weeks
the
later,
day.
you're out of luck. So
yeah,
I'm spoiling
after that
everything.
2 week thing is your own fault if you haven't watched it. Simple as.
Do you get pissed off by spoilers? I don't care. I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Well, yeah. If I watch the show and I'm really heavily invested into it, and I read
yeah.
just something, it's just because you can't.
'Cause you
unsee
wait
it.
for it then.
You can't unsee it either. You can't unsee what you saw, especially a picture. Like the actor again from Walking Dead showed a picture of his eye socket blown out.
So you're like,
So you're waiting for that to happen in the episode.
Yeah.
It's just like,
right.
I know it's coming, and the surprise is ruined.
Do you ever watch a film that you've seen before and I'm gonna sound like such a retard and like hope
Watch
for
it
an
all
alternate
again?
outcome?
Say again, sorry.
yeah, no, I know what you
Like,
mean.
do you get what I mean? Do you ever watch a film, like a favourite film of yours, and sort of hope for an alternate outcome, even though you know that it's going to be the same? Because
No,
it's a film?
idiots.
no.
I've seen. I've gone back at favourite films and seen something that I hadn't seen before.
Yeah.
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 Like
But-
sometimes hints and all that. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Easter eggs, whatnot.
Yeah.
But
Older
no,
films are the best because you can see younger actors, and you'd be like, "Oh, I didn't get that." Or like if you were young, like watching Friends again,
The
Like,
amount of adult
I'd
jokes
laugh
in
just
there.
because my mum and dad were laughing. I'm like, ha 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 ha. And they're like, why are you laughing? I'm like, fun times. Well, now you're like, oh, now I get it, and it's even funnier because obviously it went over your head because you were 9 or whatever.
It's like Disney films as well.
Disney films,
have
the
a
adult
ton
humour.
of adult
Yeah,
humour, and
yeah.
it's brilliant.
But it's
We
because
keep-
it's made by adult. That's
We
why.
keep going on about the penguins of Madagascar.
Yeah.
We were wetting ourselves against that.
We went, we
over
took
the
our niece and
film,
nephew out, and
yeah.
they were kind of like bored. Madagascar, no, it was the Penguins of Madagascar,
Yeah.
and it was just so funny.
Was
We
it?
were just cracking up, and
Yeah.
they were like,
Really?
Yeah.
because it wasn't adult as in like dirty humor. It was
No.
it was just humor
Very
that
subtle.
it was just humor that
It's
kids
just-
would not get.
Yeah, it was the fact that he was using the famous people's names.
Yeah,
It,
Drew,
like-
Barry, more power.
Yeah.
You know, like
It's like, yeah.
yeah, it's so it's like
It's
one
like
of
Jack, man the helm, and stuff like that. And well, Eliza, would you go and do this for me, please?
Yeah.
It's just so funny.
Yeah, it's really
Charlize, they're on the thing over there.
yeah, it's
Oh,
really good.
More.
Tell me more. Tell me more. Yeah.
yeah.
That's
But
really cool.
it
Yeah,
was
it really
so
is
fun.
funny.
Have you seen it?
Hugh.
I haven't actually, no.
Jackmans.
What?
I was trying to get in on the game.
He
What?
said it though.
I'll watch the
He
film
said
first.
it. Good. Hugh, Jack.
Oh, right. Oh, I didn't hear. I might go home.
And I'm
Yeah. So it was.
Sorry,
it was.
everyone.
They
But that's
were,
definitely watch that. Spoiler alert, it's
Yeah.
funny.
They were hilarious.
But all the jokes.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert is good.
Fuck.
Came out like 2 years ago.
It was
Watch
wicked,
it.
yeah. But niece and nephew didn't have a clue.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
No,
We
that
had a
makes
good
sense.
time, so that was good.
Yeah.
I think it's quite good to say that I wouldn't say he started it, but Robin Williams certainly implemented it, especially with all the adult jokes that he
Yeah.
did. Because like thinking of the films before that, they weren't as cheeky, and then because the amount of stuff apparently that ended up on the cutting room floor,
Yeah.
all the stuff that he said, and he even made up scenes that the animators had to go back and redo
Yeah.
because
The
he just
ad-lib
made
was
up,
just-
yeah,
yeah,
he
you
just
just do
ad-libbed
things, yeah.
constantly, and they were just like,
Nice.
shit. Oh, I love that film, love that performance. So yeah. Well, there you go. Spoilers. Yeah, sure, throw them
Yeah.
I don't know what we've thrown in there.
Yeah.
Have we thrown
Okay.
spoilers in, or people who are being offended
People
by
who are
spoilers?
People who are being offended by both way. People who spoil things, and then people who get annoyed at spoilers after a certain time. That's in. Don't spoil it. After 2 weeks, you can spoil all you want.
I
That's what I'm
feel
saying.
like you need to write an equation for this.
I will. All right.
And get back to us.
Spoiler equation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will try that.
Excellent.
I'll
You are a
Tweet it.
mathematician.
math musician.
Mathematician.
Math
Math magician.
Hugh magician.
Magician.
Hugh Jack magician.
This is deteriorated.
Yeah.
Next one.
Okay, has anybody heard of this widespread racist advert from China?
Yes.
Yes.
You have it?
Yeah.
You
I
guys-
know.
you such an arsehole, Dale. Have you actually heard of
Is
this?
that
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Yeah, that's-
Dale, you're such an arsehole. It's
Yeah,
really
yes.
racist.
No, I've not.
fighting back an Asian accent right now.
Have you actually heard of it all?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
so-
the washing machine. Yeah.
yeah, this is quite bad. I want to see what you guys think. Apparently it's a month old, but now the internet's finally finding it.
Spoiler.
So the scene, a young...
The month-old guys were fine. Spoiler alert, is a racist advert.
Go on.
Thank you.
Sorry.
That's right. The scene, a young Chinese woman is doing her laundry. In walks a black man with some paint stains on his face. They look at each other suggestively. She puts a tab of detergent into his mouth and then shoves him into the washing machine. Hey presto, he emerges a fair-skinned Chinese man.
Wow, that's some thick paint.
And the lady doing laundry is apparently delighted by this development. So that's pretty crazy, right?
Yeah.
So
That's
is it
maybe too
is
far
it
for me.
for
even.
the washing machine saying it's so good?
It's
It can
ethnic
change your
cleansing.
rate. Yeah, it
China.
can change
I
your
don't know what
race.
it is advertising. Is it the detergent? Is it
Detergent,
the
or
washing
is it
machine?
the-
It's the
or is it the
detergent.
black man?
It is the
Was it the Chinese man blacked up, or was it a black man
No,
and then a Chinese man?
it was a legit black man.
Okay.
They had to import.
Yeah, I'll show you a picture. I'll show you a picture now.
China.
Don't laugh. So that's how it goes.
Yeah. Oh, he's popping him in.
Pop it into the washing machine.
Are
There
they,
he is.
yeah, they saying the washing machine is so big you can put a black man inside it. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, it's the spacious thing they're
It's-
going
yeah.
for.
So big that you can put a black man in and a
And a
Chinese
Chinese
man
man.
in.
Yeah, and
It's
it
like an
could-
apartment, so it's like a timeshare.
yeah.
Maybe that's what they're talking about. Timeshare washing machines.
I think you should be on the PR division.
Right. Timeshare washing machines. That's what we're going for.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think it is too
But
far.
what about? But like,
even for me. But then again, China's like a law unto its own, isn't it? They just don't give
They
a
just
fuck.
do what the
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
They do what they
yeah.
want.
Oh, yeah.
I doubt they mean anything behind it. Like we dislike black folk.
yeah.
They're just like
What I want to know is
we want to
the
promote.
black actor who did it. He obviously didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Surely he knew what was
Knew what
gonna
was- yeah,
what
yeah.
was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Why didn't they
Unless
come
they were
out?
like-
to
Unless
this
he's
washing
still in
machine?
there. Unless he's still in there and they're,
He's actually like a
a long
cyanide pill they
cycle.
put in his mouth, like-
Eco wash.
He's on rinse and spin. Yeah.
So yeah, I just thought it was
Unless they were
really
like-
But yeah, race is a very fine line of.
it is news heavy as well. As always
It
has
is, yeah,
been,
and
always will be.
it always has. Obviously, not as much as it was, in the slave times, but like there's a lot more, media now on it.
Yeah.
So you have to be very.
And we've talked about this before with the Gap advert that you were talking about,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the contrast when the girl was leaning on
Yeah.
the little black girl's head.
Oh,
and just
right,
like,
yeah.
and that caused controversy. I think people like the controversy more. I'm not saying
They
that.
do. They
I
like-
mean, this is worse
But
than that advert.
I think only racist people see that. Like
Exactly.
I would see that.
Exactly.
Oh no! Even that that Gap advert, I would be like, "Hey, it's a bunch." I would just see
Bunch
4
of
or
kids.
5 kids. I would be like, "Oh well, the black girl is taller than the white girl, or the Chinese girl is.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's in the background a bit more." I would just
yeah.
go, "There's 5 kids there." But obviously, racist people or people that are very pro
Susceptible
or
to racism.
whatever susceptible to racism will kind of go, "Right, there's something wrong with this, but I don't know what it is," and then they'll find something to do with it because they got nothing better to do with their
It
lives.
is. It's stupid. Like, as somebody who I'm not racist in the slightest. I don't judge people based on their skin color. So seeing something like that, I forgot my train of thought. Seeing something like that, I think it's a bit distasteful in the sense that they've just. But fuck it, I'll quit.
You were
No,
on a roll then.
What I mean to say is, I don't look at that advert and think, "Oh my god, this is an injustice, a travesty. We need
Yeah.
to fix the world because the world is." It's just an
Someone's-
advert
But
that a
would
Chinese company or are they
Yeah.
Chinese, Japanese.
Yeah, it's a Chinese company. And,
Chinese company have made. It's just not what Westerners would find humorous.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they do find it humorous, and I doubt there's any evil intent behind
But would they
it.
say?
Yeah.
Yeah, but my question is, would they say it was racist if it wasn't a black guy? It was a white guy, and,
And then
a Chi- and
he
then a Chi-
become a Chinese man. Like what? It's,
No, he's got a point.
is it just because he's black,
I
or
know.
is it just because?
I've just
you
got
know-
racist jokes going through my head, which I'm trying not to say because I don't want to come across like an asshole.
No, but
Too late.
I said, I don't see
Hey.
race. Like if I don't go, oh, well, it's like I said, it's such a fine line. You can't. I'm like I said, I'm the least racist person.
Yeah.
Jokes are jokes.
Yeah.
There's jokes about ginger people. Like it's there's jokes about 4 eyes, fat people. Like get them all. I'm happy with that. But it is a very fine line that you have to walk.
Yeah.
But I think it is sometimes they go rape just because you got a black man. Like I said, if it was
Yeah.
a Frenchman or a Scottish man or someone else that maybe
wouldn't.
wasn't black, would it be such a big issue?
But then it wouldn't get the point across.
Yeah, exactly,
It's
yeah.
such a good detergent
Right,
that
yeah.
it get.
Or
No, it
what if it was an
gets-
that
Indian
it-
man? What if it was
All
an Indian
stains
man? Or,
out.
yeah.
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 I said it for you, okay? I'm not racist in this list.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, what's your opinion? Like, does that advert bother you?
It didn't. Well, it's just they shouldn't have done it.
I think it's more of a
It doesn't bother me as like you like say, oh, something needs to be done about this.
Yeah.
But it's
you
just
kind of
like,
go, ooh, that's
But
yeah, I
okay,
just get-
I would have seen that.
Okay.
If I'd seen that advert,
yeah.
it would have just.
Would you go? Oh, I need to. Get
I
a
would have
washing
gone.
machine.
No, I would have gone. No, that's a weird advert.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have gone. Bloody hell, that's a bit racist.
Yeah.
Now, I
would
think
not
I
have-
would have I would have been like,
No, I may have.
they did
Yes,
that.
I would have
Yeah.
noticed. Yeah.
Like,
But again,
I would probably gone, oh my god, how can they show this on telly? I wouldn't then go to, the head of telly and go, this is
Why should- yeah.
People
disgraceful.
do. That's the weird
Yeah.
thing. It's like,
Like I said, they stand there and wait for something bad to
Oh,
happen.
I
They're
know.
like, oh, it's 6:15. And I'm like, just get a life. So sorry.
Just you.
fuck the Matt's right because like people when there's just something either like offensive on TV, like it's even when like X Factor, like people wait for things to go on about that. So like pop star came on Rihanna or Shakira, I don't know which one, but was barely wearing anything. And like Ofcom received 63 complaints.
Yeah, just don't watch it.
Yeah, it's
You don't watch porn and go, hang on, these are all naked. Like, turn it off, mate. Don't watch it. Like you, unless you're sat in a chair and your eyes have been opened and you have to watch this X Factor.
Yeah.
Like, or whatever you're watching that you don't like, turn it off. Like,
Yeah.
if you had a song on the radio and you were like, oh, I'm not really a fan of this song, you change the station. You wouldn't
don't,
go, hey, this crap, what are you doing? Just turn the station.
Some people do.
Yeah, but why?
I don't get it.
Have a life.
No, it's because some people
they
want to
They
complain
want
about
to be.
something.
They want to be part of a collective that complain about
No,
stuff.
yeah, they want to complain about something. They'll search for something in whatever they see or do that they
Yeah.
can
It's
complain
the
about.
why that escapes me. I just
Yeah.
Because they have nothing better to do with
Yeah,
their lives.
clearly.
Obviously.
Yeah, you're weirdos.
Yeah.
Stop
Okay,
being
so
freaks.
when we were on about gingers and all stuff like this, something came to mind that happened the other week in work. So basically, there was this ginger kid in work, and I can say it because my beard's ginger and we're ginger anyway. He had very bright hair, okay, very, very ginger hair. And this kid could have been no more than 10, 11, I'd say. He had one of the basketballs for trampoline basketball at the end, and
Sure, it wasn't his own head.
no, and it was an orange basketball. It was an orange basketball, and he looked at one of my staff and said, "I don't know which one's more ginger, me or the ball."
Yeah.
And but the staff member was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you just said that."
Yeah.
It's like, but what he's doing,
why?
he's using it so no one can hurt him with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a defense
no-
thing.
no-
I was like,
No
no,
problem
that's
with
no.
that.
That's what I'm saying. Like the
Yeah,
staff
yeah.
member was amazed.
Yeah,
he
but the
said
fact
it.
that he's had to do that
Excuse me.
Yeah.
to kind of combat the kids that are
Yeah.
like,
The
like I
fact-
said, I was ginger, 4 eyes, fatty.
Yeah. So if you use,
You know,
I said
like-
because like he was amazed that he said it. He
Was.
wasn't like, oh my god, he just said this. I was like, I'm glad, It's,
Yeah.
it's crazy that he said it, you know,
Yeah.
in a nice way. And I basically said, what
breaks
he's
the
doing.
tension though in case
Yeah.
somebody wanted to make a
Yeah,
joke
and
because that's
what
sort
he's
of,
doing is he's using it so no one can hurt him.
Where's the whole
against
fat
himself.
Amy thing in it from
Yeah.
Pitch Perfect? I mean, I don't know, I
Self-deprecation
don't
is
watch it.
funny as well. It's funny when people point out their own flaws.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
you know.
yeah, and then
But
it's
some
sort-
people, the opposite side, where they're just like, "Come on, ginger."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
it's because you
Like,
are.
but then they
Yeah.
do care about it so much because
If
like,
someone wasn't ginger and we called you ginger, then
then that doesn't make sense.
it doesn't make sense. But the fact that you're ginger and we've said you're ginger, how can that hurt you if you are ginger?
So do you think this guy is sort of like almost validating the fact that you could say ginger and he wouldn't mind? So like say you said it.
What, to the kid?
Yeah.
I don't know which one's more ginger, you or the ball.
Yeah.
yeah,
That
to
would-
them,
that
that's
would be bullying.
Yeah,
That
you'd
would
be
be-
like,
that
"Whoa,
would be-
mate."
But
Yeah.
then, after he said it, and then you said like another ginger joke later, he'd be alright.
He'd be
with
fine.
it?
He would have been fine with it.
because
yeah.
you know
'Cause
he's okay with that sort of humor.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Spalding. That's the
trying to
makeup,
say-
isn't it? Not the make of the basketball.
Spot, there it is. Yeah.
Spalding.
Spalding.
Hey, Spalding.
I am professionally offended.
But yeah, no, I just that came to mind, and I salute that kid because like he's again he
Yeah, but then
outright
at the
said it,
at the
and,
same
like-
time, it's sad that he has to do that.
Well, no, he didn't
because
have to.
no, he didn't have to,
Yeah.
but he's got on top of it because he's probably had it
Oh,
for
yeah.
ages.
Yeah.
But I think it's good. I think it shows self-awareness.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, he doesn't
And
expect
he
to
just
go
the way
through
he
life.
said it, like he was like, yeah, don't know just as much injured me or the ball.
Yeah, completely
Yeah.
aware.
You know, and he was just like
He's probably
wanted
been
to
waiting
make a
to say
joke
that
about
for
it.
ages.
Yeah.
He's going to go to the park.
Yeah.
And I go to the
I
trampoline
need someone.
thing,
I'm just
and
gonna hold
go,
this by
oh,
here.
there's a ball there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say that. That's
You
really
know.
wicked.
No, but yeah, that.
He's not.
Yeah.
He's not going through life being coddled
Yeah.
and being like, because people are fucking
Or being
mean.
ashamed
People-
of
yeah.
anything. I'm going to say.
But I think
quotations,
the fact that people were mean
ashamed
to me,
of
it got to a
anything.
point where I was like, I don't give a crap. Like,
Yeah.
you know, obviously when you're a kid, you know nothing but, you know, bullying and
Yeah.
whatever.
Mhm.
You just kind of get used to it. So you're
Yeah.
like, and then it gets to a point where you're like, I can't be bothered with this anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't become a bully. You know,
Yeah.
I bully people, but in an affectionate way. Only a few rounds,
Oh, yeah.
but you know, like
I think you can
I
either
take the piss out of
internalize
people. Yeah,
it or
like I know I'm
externalize
fat.
it.
I know I've got ginger hair. I know I've got glasses on. You know,
Smell real bad.
but yeah, yeah, and a terrible back knee. But yeah, but yeah, like, fuck off. Like, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
You know, like, but
no one needs to come to your rescue.
yeah.
There you go. But yeah, just wanted to
Anyway.
say that part.
Interesting.
We had a kid in work today he rolled another kid in a blanket and he was like, "Let's get the fat little piggy."
Jesus, very Deliverance.
And I was like,
very
oh,
what's
shit.
it? Lord of the
Yeah.
Flies.
Do I step in?
Yeah, Jesus.
I was like, "Should I step in?"
Do I get the fat little piggy?
Oh,
Do I-
Do you
do
help
I help
him or do you help him?
Was this the same kid, by the way?
No.
No,
These are all the
The
3-year-olds.
stories that.
I've heard a few.
Yeah, the one that just looked at him and went, "You're a smelly bitch." Like,
What was the one? The other kid that whispered in your ear. What was that one?
Oh, what now?
That might have been the smelly bitch one.
Yeah, probably.
Then there's the other kid that looked at John, or the same kid. Was that
Same-
the same
they-
kid?
they were the same kid,
Yeah,
yeah.
and that one looked at John and just went, "Go get my shell, asshole." Because they were dressed up
Smelly
as
bitch.
he was
Three.
dressed up as Ninja Turtles.
Laura's
3.
crying again. 3.
Ding, 3.
Another favourite was when we were explaining like about animals and wild animals. So that again, they're all 3. We get like a fresh batch of 3-year-olds every year.
Yeah.
And then they grow up and
Fresh out of the
Oh,
oven.
yeah.
and then
Done.
they go to big schools, so we get other
Yeah.
ones. So like the first year we ever had one, we were explaining about wild animals, and one of the little girls was like, she's like, "John," and she had a really like weird way of pronouncing it. She was like, "A wolf's real," and John went, "Yeah, they're real. You know, they're real creatures." And she just sort of turned away and went, "Fuck." It was the most heaviest pressing thing on her mind. 3-year-old child, like, "Fuck, now I got wolves to contend with as well."
What was the one
so
that said to
funny.
you about how you get AIDS or something from bum sex?
What?
Yeah, you told me about that.
That rings a bell, but I can't remember the exact quote.
Rings a bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, bum Willie. I think he might have said,
Willie
"Oh
to
yeah,
bum
Willie
sex.
to bum sex."
Yeah.
Oh dear.
He's got a
said
point.
He
He's
said
got a
something
point.
like, "God, I know how you get AIDS."
Yeah.
Is when it's Willie to bum sex, and then he asked you.
That sounds like an old
like,
man,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
Willie to bum sex. My name is Willie to bum
Willie.
sex.
Yeah, that was exactly how it went.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What these kids come out with is insane.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're so funny.
Yeah. But my favourite one is the smelly bitch one. Just that he said that.
But then that's bad. I know it's funny, but
Yeah.
parents, they like pick up on every single thing you do. So parents, you're crap.
Yeah.
If you're talking, if a kid comes up to you and says you're a smelly bitch,
yeah.
they've heard it
obviously
from
heard it
you,
from you, yeah.
or they've heard it from something that you've done, or
Even
you've
a
watched.
3-year-old saying, "Fuck," I mean that's
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
Oh, it's so
No, it's
funny, though,
hilarious.
yeah.
But then
it
it's-
must be
yeah.
difficult for you though because you can't really laugh, or can you?
We laugh in private, and
Right.
so we don't discipline them because obviously they're young and they don't really know what they're
It's not really your
saying.
job either, is it?
No, but
Yeah.
we're like,
you can tell the parents.
that's
Would you
about
tell the
it.
parents
Oh
to
yeah,
say,
we do.
I was called a smelly bitch?
Just so you know, little Timmy called me a smelly bitch today.
Yes, I think give him the backhand.
Where he's got that from?
No, Harley comes up with some funny stuff.
Oh, she was funny last night.
She.
Sorry, not as Lara.
Yeah, Harley, my our nephew.
Mhm.
But like nothing like rude or anything like that. But when he broke his arm, he was just, what was the first thing he said? "Oh, why is it always me?" And then he just went, "I'm not going to be able to sleep for weeks."
Yeah.
It's just like, Just how do you know to say
good,
stuff like
yeah.
that?
Did
you
you
know?
hear about the Katie Price, her son?
No.
Saying
Oh,
about
that was
internet
hilarious.
trolls? The
Go
internet,
on.
it was on like Loose Women or something, and she was like, they were talking to, I forgot his name, Harvey.
Oh,
She was like, you know, they're talking about internet trolls and stuff.
Warning, mature
Mature,
word
yeah,
coming.
a word, yeah.
Warning.
Yeah, and he was like,
Spoiler
they said,
alert.
"Oh, so Harvey, you know, if you had anything to say to the trolls, what would it be?" And he just went, "Ella, you can't." Right on, like, and they were like, "Oh," but you know, Katie Price was like, "Oh, Harvey, no, that's naughty."
That's amazing.
And you're like, and they were like, "Oh, very sorry about that," you know, like,
Hello, you
but like,
cunt.
yeah, but like that's,
Hello, you cunt.
yeah, like.
I like that you
But
did
that's
his
how
face
he's-
as well.
You're like, I'm a method actor. Become the cunt. But yeah, like,
Oh.
yeah. So, but that you obviously heard that,
Yeah.
and he, you know. But then we could all say that because we're adults and we
I
say
can't-
things,
I
and then
never
you're
say
like,
that word.
no, I don't say that word often. Only when it's really funny and kids say it on telly.
Yeah.
But like,
Or if
you know,
I'm disciplining them.
you kind of go,
Sit down, you little cunt.
It's one of the reasons why live TV is so good. Though. For
Yeah,
stuff. I live for
I
moments
thought they'd
like
always
that.
have like a tiny gap. I bet the guy in the chair was just like, "What the hell did you just say?"
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, everybody. Like, I keep doing it.
dear.
Sorry.
Yeah. Tapping everything.
A little pad here next time.
I'm gonna start writing down some of the funny things they say.
Yeah,
I've got
this-
some.
this-
I've got an article here of like some of the funny things that kids do say. So, this morning, my wife told me my 3-year-old daughter that owls were nocturnal, and her daughter responded, "Yes, owls are not turtles."
That's true.
Correct,
That
man.
is very correct. Go on.
I was say, I love all the the horror stories that kids tell. They like there's one that's like this, but it's like horror stories. And he said, "Oh, there's this 4-year-old that this girl always babysits," and she goes in and says, she says, "Oh, can you check under the bed for the monsters?" And she's like, "Okay, that's fine." So she does it, and then one day it was like the third night that she was watching her. She went and she's like, "Oh, shall I check under the bed for the monster?" And she said, "No, the monster's not under the bed. He's behind you." So she was like, yeah, like crazy things, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Creepy little kids.
sorry, yes.
No, that's fine. This one's crazy. It says, my 4-year-old son was in the bathroom with the door closed. I knocked and said, "What's going on in there?" And his reply, "Nothing. It's just me and my penis."
In the penis.
Classic.
Oh, I gotta try that one time. In the ladies' toilet.
Spending a lot of time.
Just me and
What's
my
going on
penis,
there?
girls.
Nothing's-
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah. I feel when you tweet out this episode, you should probably put a C-bomb warning.
C-bomb warning, got you.
Yeah.
See, bomb.
Beware.
It was said multiple times.
Well, you said it. You brought it.
Yeah, I did. I brought it. I asked earlier if there's like
You
a
did,
swear
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, there's not. You say
Good.
what you want.
It's a swear.
Fuck
We
off.
should get a swear jar
That would be
that
good.
can fund some.
No, I haven't
some
got any money,
backlinks
alright?
that
Mine will
we
just
can-
fill and just be like, yeah, sorry. I can, what was it, Demolition Man? Oh, yeah, it's Demolition Man when he's got no toilet paper.
Yeah.
And he gets like a warning for every like thing and he's
Every-
just like,
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Thing. And he's like, toilet paper. That's me.
I'll read some more next. I'll get some over the next episode as well. See what
Get some of the horror ones because they're
the horror
terrifying.
ones. Yeah, cool.
Or like ghost stories stories that kids say that freak people out.
Awesome. Ollie, what time are we on, mate?
We got like 20 minutes left.
20 minutes. Okay, I was going to bring up some common beliefs that turn out to be false and some myths that stand up, quite close to be true. To see if
Oh, I like this one.
So what we perceive.
what we perceive. So, like, I've read a few of them, and I just think, I thought that was true. I mean, there are like the common ones. I think everyone knows. Like, yeah, we know that's.
We know Captain America's gay.
So, let me read one. You only use 10% of your brain. That's like a common thing.
That's
that's
a
said to
common
you,
saying.
but which
I
is-
think it wasn't it? You do, but at a time.
Mhm.
So, like, they say you'd only use your 10% of your brain the entire time, but it's not. You might only use 10% of
no.
that part.
Yeah, shall I read the description it
Yes,
says? Yeah,
please.
cool. Says, is that so? Then that gunshot to the brain probably won't do much damage. This myth is very, very false. The brain only weighs a couple of pounds, yet it uses around 20% of the oxygen and glucose the body requires. It's pretty doubtful what we would have evolved so inefficiently if the brain was 90% useless. Never mind that. Brain scans show that the whole organ is pretty darn active. During the course of a normal day, 100% of your brain is chugging away at one point or another.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty much what Matt said.
Do you know what the brain's preferred source of fuel is? Which I've been learning from this
I'm
diet.
guessing it's not glucose.
No, it's ketones, apparently, which is what your body produces. Do you know about this sort of stuff?
I thought that was a band.
Ketones.
Really loves the ketones.
Yeah. Apparently, when you stop eating carbohydrates, your body has to have another source of fuel. So it produces ketones, and you can get exogenous ketones as well, which are like things you add to your drinks and you drink them in. And
Really hate women.
Ketones.
Oh, that's misogynist.
Misogynist
Ketones.
Plenty of them.
Hitter. Sorry.
But yeah, your body starts producing ketones, which is then what your brain prefers to burn.
That's cool. I like that. Another myth. A penny dropped from the Empire State Building will kill you if it hits you. Apparently, this is not true.
It'd probably hurt a lot, but it wouldn't be like The Simpsons.
What they say
like,
is just like
yeah,
straight
like-
through,
straight
Does it
through
reach
you.
terminal velocity or something? Which
It might sting a little, but that's about it, apparently. Pennies are not heavy enough or aerodynamically designed enough to gather the force necessary to hurt you. Too much tumbling and flipping on the way down.
Is that, I know, isn't it free
Even
fall
if
is like
you-
121 miles an hour or something? Is that free fall for anything? I don't know if that's 121 miles an hour is. I think that's like free fall.
It doesn't
Yeah.
say.
But I don't know if that, like, obviously, you got drag, you've got,
Yeah.
mass and stuff like that. But, like, if I threw this mug,
yeah.
would it only reach 121 miles an hour? I
So
think
you're
it's
saying-
121.
is
For
that
some reason
terminal
I've got.
velocity? Where are you saying everything, no matter
Well,
what,
no,
as long
that's
as
what I
it's
was
given
asking.
enough time
That's-
to fall,
I think
will
that's
reach
what.
the
I
same.
think free fall, but for a person,
Yeah.
was that. But obviously, again, drag, weight, mass
Yeah,
and stuff.
it's all relative.
So I'd say go for. That's what I was saying. Like, would the penny only reach, that much? That because it would even have that long enough time to fall before it reaches that distance.
It's true.
Depends if you throw it, will it become faster or would it go faster? Or
rather
you
than
just
just a
went
simple
bling,
drop, yeah,
or
yeah.
you flicked it, depending on what height it was.
Yeah, we probably. I don't know. You have another
That's
look
the
there.
questions.
Yeah, I looked up terminal velocity.
I never said they had the answers. I just said.
No. That's what we're looking for the answer.
Terminal velocity is the constant speed that a freely falling object eventually reaches when the resistance of the medium
Yeah.
through which it is falling presents further acceleration.
Yeah. I'd
So I suppose
say-
you could have terminal velocity through water then, would be obviously way, way slower than
Yeah.
terminal velocity through
air, not water,
yeah, ice.
custard.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, I think
Nah.
free fall is. I think we should bring that back.
Nah.
Nah.
Yeah. Never.
Hair and nails continue to grow after you die.
I know why this is a myth.
Okay. Do you want to see it and then I'll
Yeah.
do you want to say it and I'll see if it's true?
Is it because your body starts to shrink because you're obviously not getting any nutrients anymore, so it gives the perception of your hair and nails growing, but it's actually your fingers and your scalp shrinking around it.
Until you become an old bean.
Okay. In order for this to be true, you would need to be able to supply nutrients to the hair and body, which means
Said
they would...
nutrients.
You did, yeah.
Bing!
I think it's right.
Magic word.
Which means there would still need to be metabolic processes going on, which pretty much sums up, which pretty means you wouldn't be dead. So
I was going to say dead.
hair and nails can appear to grow after death because the skin dries out and retracts, exposing more of the hair and nail roots, but growing, nope.
I've seen a lot of dead people, so I know.
Taking a lot of fingernails
Well done.
in my time.
They fall out easier.
Now,
around
I've
the
never heard
3-week
of this
mark.
one. Eating watermelon seeds will give you appendicitis. I've never even heard that being said.
No. But was that because it would grow inside of you? like after the Rugrats where Chucky eats the seed and they think it's going to grow inside him?
Yeah.
I doubt it. Based on a cartoon's logic.
I just never
but-
heard the myth being said, like saying, oh, shouldn't eat watermelon seeds, you'll get appendicitis.
No, it would always be
They
like it
grow
would grow
in
inside
inside,
you.
yeah.
But I think that was only because it might be. I'm thinking this might be true, or because it might be the like a thing in that
Seed itself.
same as like your fingernails have arsenic in them, but very 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 low doses. Same, it might be that kind of thing. So it might grow or like it might aggravate it. So it might give you one, but you'd have to eat 1,000 of them or something like that, just like your nails. You'd
I
have to
thought-
eat everybody's dead man nails, mine, yours, to get that enough in your
Yeah.
body.
It says, nah. Just like almost everything we eat, watermelon seeds pass through the system and end up in the toilet. Ah.
Oh, I thought they were nutritious.
They don't have much taste and the body doesn't have much use for them, but they aren't harmful. Nor will they make you grow a watermelon inside your stomach.
Ah, I told you. Bloody
Yeah,
yeah,
there you go.
Chucky and his stupid bloody glasses. Ginger bastard.
The what about the
Shit, Chucky impression.
the what, Tommy?
That sounded more like Morph.
Who's Morph?
Oh,
Who's Morph?
Chucky.
big clay,
From like
What, he sounded like
Tony
that?
Hart or whatever his name
Did he
is.
speak?
Tony Stark.
Tony
Go-
Hart. Alright, fuck
Like
it.
that.
Fuck it.
So do that next time, alright? Bloody Chucky.
Just shut up.
If a jellyfish stings you, urine will help alleviate the pain. Apparently,
Rhine.
urine. Apparently
Apparently
not
not.
true.
Sorry, when you had it, I pissed all over you.
Yeah, I just pressed on you just because we thought it was a
Well.
brother thing. Yeah, because it's supposed to be the ammonia, but the amount of ammonia in your urine isn't high enough or some shit.
Yeah, shall I read?
Knowledge.
It might make a good Friends episode, but the truth is that urine isn't the answer to a jellyfish sting. In fact, putting urine on the sting could cause more pain by releasing more venom from the stinger. Better to rub it with vinegar. The acid in the vinegar will counteract the stinger and relieve the pain. In any event, the pain should dissipate within 24 hours.
Yeah, fucking awful it is.
Hmm.
Looks
Have
like
you
twice.
actually been...
Yeah, one
have you-
there and then one right there by the crotch.
And no one actually did pee on you.
No, I paid on myself,
joking
but that was
about
mainly the fear that I was going to die. I tried rubbing poo on it as well, but that didn't work either.
Just he had poo on his hand.
Oh, gosh.
Brown eggs are better for you than white eggs.
What, shelled? Well, the brown black eggs you don't want to eat. They're bad for you.
There is zero difference in the nutritional value or taste of a brown egg versus a white egg. The colour of the shell is determined by the breed of chicken who lays the egg. Colour and nutrition is an advertising construct.
Have you seen a video of the actual chicken whole laying an egg? We found it the other day and it was disgusting. It's like something from Alien.
Really?
Yeah, it was so weird.
Chicken hole.
So weird, yeah. The chicken hole. It's my new restaurant I'm opening. Get served through a chicken's anus. No. That's enough
Hot
of that.
dogs and burgers all
Yeah.
pushed through a chicken's asshole.
Boop. Yeah, it's niche, but people, there's some weird people out there.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, and
For sure.
and now I'm going to read some myths that aren't so mythical.
What, like these were real, but people
Yeah, well,
think
like
them?
this is backed up by science, apparently.
Okay.
So, cold weather causes colds. I never thought this was true, but hey, apparently
Yeah, I
it is.
thought it must have been.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is one of those myths that was true before it was false, before it was maybe true again. It turns out some scientists in Cardiff, oh hello, Wales, at the Common Cold Centre conducted. Is
Common
it Common
Cold
Cold Centre in
Centre?
Cardiff?
That's why we're getting colds all the time.
Yeah.
Common cold sizes are
Releasing
gone
it
now.
in the air.
Si, senor.
You have a cold. That's all it is.
Si, senor.
Thanks, Miguel.
Yes. They took 180 volunteers and had 90 of them dangle their feet in ice water for 20 minutes. The other 90 twiddled their thumbs for 20 minutes, their feet dry and warm. Within 5 days, 29% of the ice water volunteers had developed a cold. Among the thumb twiddlers, only 9% got sick. It
Rest
seems
died.
there really is a correlation between cold weather and colds.
No.
That's a bit...
That seems like
That's
low
not a good
number.
experiment.
Plus, I reckon that's got more to do with mindset than physicality.
Placebo in...
Yeah, if you think you're going to get a cold because you've got freezing feet, you're probably likely to get a cold.
The power of the mind.
Or
is
they
powerful.
could just have
Absolutely.
really crap immune systems and get a cold.
Yeah,
from nowhere.
exactly.
Let's take this show on the road to the Cardiff Cold Centre.
Let's go see Miguel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Miguel,
let's go see Miguel there.
open the freezer.
Yeah. You not come in.
Mr. Cold not here. That's racism. See, but no one will care about that
No,
because no one cares.
because the Spaniards have white privilege.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Just like
there
the
we go.
rest
There
of
it
us.
is. Yeah.
So the rest of us whites.
Do you think Mexican people like take the piss out of Welsh people and Scottish people?
What with their skin colour?
What would
No,
their
just like
accents
their
be like?
Wolves.
They-
I got one more bit
Wolves.
about the cold
Fuck.
thing.
Wolves. Fuck.
Ronald Eccles, director of the centre, explained that many times people are infected by the cold virus but show no symptoms because their immune systems successfully keep the symptoms at bay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good going, Miguel.
Number 2. Some people have really accurate gaydar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends. Again, this is a fine line. Same as if, like, you see someone, there's some of, I'm gonna say them, and I mean the gays. Okay? No, but
that's marginalised.
if you like, everyone's got a walk. Everyone's got, I'm not even just talking about gay people. I'm talking about, everybody. Everyone's you can tell
I can tell
what they
Skeen
do.
by his walk.
people with
Yeah.
pigeon toes.
No, but
I
like,
can tell Skeen by his walk.
That
Anyway.
just means that they're highly intuitive towards other people.
yeah, no, I understand that. I'm just saying, but what you mean if you were put in a room and then 18 people came in and one of them was gay, you would go,
Yep.
he's over there.
No, but
Like,
Divination. He's got his twigs. Like,
no,
Let's go to Miguel.
no, but okay, if you stood at a lineup of people and said, right, wear what you're wearing, just like on a normal day, you could probably go through. I'm not saying 100%.
Yes.
You could probably go, that
Well, no,
guy's
it's
gay.
just
Like me, so that
mannerisms
might be
and-
my gay
Yeah.
dad. My gay
Mannerisms
dad.
and possibly the way they speak.
Yeah, but you got a lot of people that are
It's
really
speech,
effeminate,
it's mannerisms,
but
it's
they're
yeah.
straight.
I've got the experiment that they did if you want me to read it.
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
Better than us talking about it.
No, no.
there's a smell test.
Scratch and sniff.
Okay, volunteers were shown photographs of men and women in brief 50 millisecond flashes. The images were devoid of tattoos, hairstyles, makeup, piercings, and other cultural clues. The volunteers were then asked to characterise the men and women as either straight or gay. 60% of the characterisations were correct, 10% more than would be expected by mere chance guesses. It seems that those with good gaydar are particularly sensitive to individual facial features and spatial relationships among those features. The experiment was repeated several times with similar outcomes.
Ollie's not happy.
I just think that's bullshit.
So technically,
Like-
they said
Hey, I'm not saying this is true.
technically 50-50 then.
Well,
Because you said 60%, but 10 of them were down to pure luck. Or guessing.
10 of them
So-
were more.
Would be expected by mere chance guesses.
So
You'd expect.
50-50.
no.
No?
60-40, but they're saying that that's 10% more than they would.
questionable.
That's 10% more than you would expect from pure chance.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now that seems like a bullshit test. I can understand you getting like a vibe off someone, but you need to
Yeah.
be in the same room as them to feel that vibe.
Not
just
But
the-
that's the same way you could feel like anger or sadness.
Yeah,
or,
if someone walked past you storming, you'd be like, wow, they're pissed off.
Yeah.
Someone walks past and they're...
like I'm not saying you could be.
Mincing.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know.
think. What are you shaking your head at?
I
Go on.
no,
Tell
I
us.
think it depends. I read a book. It's slightly off topic, but the same kind of thing about psychopaths. So they obviously everyone is on a scale, and if you're highly intelligent and you're highly functional, then you turn out to be a psychopath. And psychopath is good, not like a murderous one, but like a lot of surgeons and high-powered lawyers and stuff like that are psychopaths.
I was gonna say. Sorry, no, you go on. Because I was gonna say, are they technically defined as psychopaths?
Yes.
But then they don't necessarily.
It's
kill
not like the
people.
murderous
So,
psychopaths.
yeah,
There's a lot of
there is
different
obviously, like you
psychopaths.
said,
Yeah.
on a scale,
Yeah.
the same as like the autistic scale or anything. And yeah, if you're high functioning and stuff, you turn out to be like a surgeon because that you are devoid of like emotional attachments to people, which makes you fantastic at what you do.
Yeah.
And they did experiments on them using like psychopaths about picking out people. So they had one of them was a suitcase. So somebody was trying to like smuggle something in this experiment. Everyone had exactly the same suitcase, exactly the same like lineup, walk, everything, and this psychopath picked out the person that had something in the suitcase every time that they shouldn't have.
Interesting. So what was that put down to?
Because the fact that they're
More
different.
intuitive too.
Yeah, the
because
detail,
they're
yeah.
psychopaths, they don't rely on
What,
emotions,
yeah.
or, because that's the technical term for a psychopath.
Hmm.
And
No,
it's
yes.
that part of it that they can pick out differences between people, which is why murderous psychopaths get away with a lot because they can pick out
Right.
certain
that's
things
cool.
that other people
That is
can't
interesting.
see.
Yeah.
And they'll
No,
always
it's
be
interesting.
normal.
Yes,
they won't
very
be
much
like, hey, ah, you know, like they're not mental, but they're just.
Yeah.
But they can pick out things that other people just don't pay attention to. They don't,
And that's why
they don't
sometimes I
see
guess
it.
you don't know why they've killed that person.
Yeah.
Only
So
they can
actually,
see it.
I don't think
Like,
that's too far off.
Yeah.
That other people can pick up these other things that other people miss.
yeah.
Mm.
Like, I don't like that one because obviously, like you said, it's just photos.
Yeah.
It's not in person.
Yeah, but if you put us in, I'd say I'd pretty good judge of character, and like just like I said, not even just gay people, like anything, like someone would walk in, you'd be like, oh, he looks a bit, aggressive, or he might look a bit angry. Never judge a book by his cover,
Right, yeah.
But I'm saying like, you can see it, and sometimes like I'd say I got a pretty good judge of people. Like I can, like it might sound silly because of how I look, but I can kind of go, I wouldn't trust him, or like, that guy might be gay, or that he. I think I'm a pretty good judge of that. Like
Yeah.
I go, like before I meet people, I'm like, I think I'm gonna be friends with this guy,
Right.
just because like I said, you have a vibe.
Yeah.
You might have
I
completely
think-
different. Might be completely wrong, but I'd say I
Yeah.
got a good judge of people.
Yeah.
And if like there'd be some things like there's sometimes I'll go out with someone and there's just someone in the group that doesn't click
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
Which sometimes might be like, oh, just because Matt's not getting the attention, he doesn't like this person. But then something will happen that'll trigger, and I'm just like, told you.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I knew that was going to happen. Or I go out with this person, with a group of people, and be like, I'm not a fan of that person,
Yeah.
and I know something's going to happen. And then it does,
Yeah.
and I'm kind of like, oh, then you might, it does happen every so often, but
I get that completely.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not what you're saying.
yeah.
Like you trusted me to get money out of your account yesterday.
Shouldn't have done
Now
that.
you're banking.
funny thing was because he said, so I got you the money. I also got the receipt for you as well, and I was like, that receipt's bullshit because you could have just done a different transaction with
yeah.
the same card and
Busted.
not given me a receipt.
Suck
So
it, man.
that means nothing at
Yeah.
all. But I have done it before where I've taken someone's card. They asked me to go and get some money for them, and I gave them the receipt.
It's
It does.
It's
It's
just like validation.
It's
You're like,
validation,
see, I did
but
take- yeah.
again, like
I don't
a
think I'd
sign
ever
of
do
like
that, though.
honesty. kind of
Yeah.
thing, isn't it?
But
I wouldn't have
again,
done that.
Just so you know.
I
this
straight
is
away,
what-
you give me the receipt, and I was like, but.
I'd be
that's
like,
null
if you don't trust me,
because
don't ask me to
you
do
could
it.
have just done it.
I wouldn't have validated that. I'd
Yeah.
just been like, I would have been like,
I trusted you anyway.
yeah. If you went to it, I'd be like, here you go, here's 20
Kirsty said
quid.
she
or
would
whatever.
have given you a card. And
Yeah.
just
It's because I'm
told you.
armless.
Yeah.
I can't punch in the pin.
To get him to do it for you. Yeah.
But yeah, this.
Can you do a drum thing?
Not on here.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I don't know what you being a real drummer makes you more qualified to make mouth sounds.
Ba-dum-dum tush.
Just sometimes, honestly, sometimes if I can't practice, I'll just do it with my mouth.
That's
And
Captain
drumming as well.
America's-
Hey!
Oh,
Real
yeah.
night.
Alright, we're on an hour and a half.
Cool. We'll wrap it up there, then, shall we?
Yeah, just sack this off.
Oh, actually, before I do wrap it off, I have a special announcement for all our wonderful listeners out there. We, myself, Zoe, who's been on the podcast before, and John are starting up a little project ourselves. We're doing a film podcast. Talking about nothing but... Sorry, Dale, I haven't told you this. I was meant to tell you beforehand. I gotta be honest.
You're out, and
Traitor.
everyone else is in.
Treacherous.
Let me carry on.
Right, I'm gonna go replace Keegan. Yeah.
We'll talk about nothing but not films.
I'm gonna make a film.
Oh, you're
about-
ruining my announcement.
So,
No, so basically we're doing a special film podcast, and it will absolutely 100% no way affect Backwind in any shape or form. I promise you that.
We'll see.
It's just a little project we're working on. And so, yeah, well, I'll keep updating it, but I can give you the title. It's called Screen Fiends.
You can't mention that in this podcast ever again.
Okay, fair enough.
copyright.
I think we should make a film about treachery and have that as your first review.
Yeah.
You call it
You are
Scream.
so
Keegan's a
mean.
dick. That's what it's called.
No. Keegan's a dick. The
.com.
film about treachery. No, I think it's good. Like I was saying, I'm excited to see John getting involved in something like this.
Yeah.
Because he's loved being here to record the times that we've had him, and I think he's got.
And we love our film so much, as you guys know. So
Yeah.
we're going to see how it goes.
With
and,
special guests.
Oh God, I wish. I hope so. You never know where.
I'll do it. I'm more than happy to do it. Sorry.
You're on my side now.
Why so many?
I don't know.
Take it.
So, yeah,
Oh, good.
film podcast, Screen Fiends coming soon. We'll keep you updated. Well,
I'm gonna
I'll try and
make my
whisper it when.
podcast.
Shameless plug.
It's called I Don't Give a Shit. I don't care.
Just you sitting there saying
And
nothing.
yeah, I got no reaction. It's going to be me with a mic, but not talking into it and staring into the camera for an hour.
Someone would watch it.
Yeah.
That's true, actually, yeah. So yeah, there's that. So we'll wrap it up.
Sounds good. Yep.
Okay, so stay tuned for all the links at the end of the episode. And thank you, Matt, and thank you, Laura, for coming on to the show.
Thank you.
Did you have fun?
It was good.
Yeah, good.
Till the end bit, shameless plug. Bloody hell. But I'm definitely up for it.
But anyway, next time you're down, please join us again because we'd love to have you.
Thank you very much.
Maybe we won't say the C word so much.
No.
Maybe not that time.
Maybe not.
Lose some listeners now.
I'll make a new one up. But not right now.
Make up a new word.
Yeah, I can do it.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Challenge accepted.
Awesome. Okay,
Right.
stay tuned for the links at the end of the episode, and I'm going to sign off and say thank you very much. Goodbye.
Right, goodbye.
Bye.
Hello? I've done mine already.
That's cool. Just let it run now.
Hello, this is Chris from the Backwine Podcast, and I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank you for listening to our channel. We really appreciate it, and we hope you enjoyed the latest episode. If you or anyone else that you know would like to hear more from us, just check us out on SoundCloud and iTunes at Backwine Podcast. If you want to see our faces, you can find us on YouTube, where we upload a new episode every week. If you like what you see, feel free to give us a thumbs up or even subscribe to our channel. And to follow even more updates from us, we are on Twitter and Instagram with the same name, Backwind Podcast. And if you're a particular fan of myself, Dale or Ollie, we are all on Instagram with separate accounts, at Backwind Ollie, at Backwind Dale, and at Backwind Keegan. Thank you all very much again for listening, and have a great week.